Hello and welcome to another Clojure Diary video. So today we are going to look into private functions. Last video was about private functions. So today we are going to look into how to break private functions and something about private variables. So I put my last video on Reddit and there were some excellent comments. Of course, I will paste the URL of the Reddit thread in my notes too. So I just want to make a video about those comments. So it's mostly about like how to call private functions even though they are private, and about private variables so let's uh, go and start our let's jack in our project. So this is a Lenengine project. So this is Lenengine. Oops. Okay, so of course Lenengine. Our project is jacked in, right? Okay, so yeah, hopefully things are working. So how to test it is like this, something like that. Just execute some Clojure command, right? So now we are in a new file called whistleblower. So in your last video, if you see, like, you won't see any file called whistleblower, but now we have a new file, right? So in this, we are calling this thing called politician, and we are what to say? We want to access a politician namespace as P, right? So now let's execute it. Okay, so now we have a thing called leak. So whistleblower has a function called leak. Let me just execute it in my RIP. So right, so let me just execute it. Uh, okay. So first I need to load it. Yeah. Now let me execute it. So politicians motive I load you, and so ha ha ha. So yeah, that's how it is. But if you see politician, okay, over here, let's come back to the whistleblower, and we are calling a function called truth. And look at this hash and the single quote over here. Actually, we are calling this private function called truth. So politician, if you look at truth, this is define minus. That means this is a private function. So you can call a private function, right? So that is possible. So actually, I was a little bit uncomfortable like hiding functions in Clojure because functions are meant to be reused, right? So that's how it is. And but yeah, maybe Clojure just says, okay, look, if you want, you can declare a function as private, and the other programmer who wants to reuse in another module will kind of know it's a private function. So that's it. But if he wants to use it, he can use it. So that's the thing. Uh, so yeah, that's how it goes, right? So next we have a function called politician's friend. So politician's friends. Okay, so now let me execute it. Okay, option and enter this one. Okay, so we just get like, okay, rough ref Vezos, Elite Task, Darani, Bambani, and Lakwa. Okay, so these are all very rich and affluent friends of our politicians. So over here, once again, we are calling a private function. Notice this hash and single quote, and then p slash my friends. Okay, so but then yeah, let's look over here. Like you have this my friends over here. That's what we are calling over here. So my friends in whistleblower we are calling it, and we are calling it from politician module. So over here there is my friends, and it just returns this variable friends. Okay, so but then look, I would have said in my last video, look, there is nothing called def minus and all those stuff. So but we can have a private variable. We can put def and then caret colon and private, and then we can just put a variable name, and we can define the variable content. So or sorry, a private constant. I'm sorry, it's not a private variable, a private constant, right? So that's how it is, right? So yeah, this is how we can have a private constant, and this private constant is being called by a private method, and it can also be called by a non-private method. Not a problem, right? And this private method is being called by this whistleblower. Of course, whistleblowers are very good to the society and they leak out stuff. So that's it. Okay. Excuse me. Now, um, the same thing, whistleblower and politician, I am including it in my speak.clg, which was featured in last video. So now we can just call this whistleblowers, or what to say, leak and whistleblowers, politicians, friends. Okay, so I'm just doing it so just to say that, okay, look, uh, you can just call this whistleblowers thing in speak also. This is nothing much. Nothing much. Okay, so that's the thing. And I did try to do this one, like just look over here, rich friends, and now I'm just trying to call this private variable, private, what to say. There is a constant called rich friends, and now I'm just trying to assign it to, what to say, this um, politicians friends, but I don't think this worked. So now let me just put rich friends. Rich friends. Did it work? Okay. Enter. No. It is saying like, okay, this is a private method in politicians and it refers to friends. So this for some reason didn't work. Okay, so that's the reason. And this is all in whistleblower branch in this project. Yeah, in notes I'll just put everything, right? So in notes I'll just put this one, the code, and as well as for Reddit, the Reddit comments that made me do this video. So this is how it is. So the basic thing is like, yeah, you can have something like, what to say, private constants, right? That can be called inside this module, and you can have private functions like my friends and, what to say, truth. And then this private functions can also be called in other modules, right? But I haven't found a way to call private constants in other modules or namespaces. So that I haven't succeeded in doing it. So that's the thing. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Until the next video, bye.